How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're gonna talk about Suicide Squad 2021. Yes, it's 2021. Anyway, not to be confused with the Suicide Squad movie from several years ago that was amazing. Anyway, but we're talking about the 2021 version, the new one. Although I think that one was Suicide Squad, and this one's the Suicide Squad, so it is different. Anyway, on to the movie. Let's see. The movie starts with Waller recruiting people for Force X, aka the Suicide Squad. Fun, fun, fun. Anyway, the Team 1 and Team 2. Oh, apparently there's two teams. Fancy. Go and they go to Corto Maltese. I'm gonna try and get this done as quickly as possible, mainly because not much really happens in this movie. Anyway. They go to Corto Maltese. Team 1 gets ambushed because Blackbird, I believe is his name, sold them out. Anyway, the only ones who survive are Colonel Rick Flair. Or no, not Flair. Flag. Rick Flag, yes. I'm bad with names, you all know this. And the one, the only, Harley Quinn. Now, it's funny because, as Harley Quinn gets captured, one of the guys dies, and he says, keep this javelin. He gives her the javelin, his javelin thing, and so she's like, I was told to keep the javelin, I don't know what for. It's Harley being Harley. She's not like sounding like whiny or crying, but like, it's funny. Anyway. Now, Team 2 is Bloodsport, Peacemaker, Ratcatcher 2, apparently. It's she's a second generation Ratcatcher. Her father's the first. King Shark. Oh. Who else? Polka Dot Man. Yeah, it's a weird name, and I think that's it. Anyway. Team 2 make it onto the island. They go camping, yada yada yada. Waller's like, a bunch of people were captured. Rick Flag was captured, kill everybody. So they go in, kill everybody, and oh wait, it was the resistance, not the government. Oops, our bad. Right. So they recruit the resistance, sort of. They recruit what's left of the resistance to, help them overthrow the government. Now, the government has a guy known as Gaius Greaves. He is the thinker for this movie. I don't... You know, that's the first time I've heard the name Gaius Greaves. Anyway. It's probably like a obscure comic thing that I just didn't know about. Because I'm pretty sure DeVoe is the thinker. Anyway, now he joins forces with the president, who. Anyway, I'm just gonna skip over the bad guy spiel stuff. It's all really boring stuff. It's the usual super ha 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 comic book supervillain, and honestly, I don't. It's such genericness that I barely remember it. Anyway, so Harley Quinn is being tortured. Sort of. Anyway, Harley Quinn being Harley Quinn, you can't really torture Harley Quinn. Anyway, she escapes as they go to save her, as the Task Force X, Team 2, goes to rescue her. Anyway, she gets out, and as she's getting into a cab, she sees these guys like try to be sneaky, and failing tremendously. And so she goes and confronts them. He's like, hey, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're here to save you. And she gets all emotional and shit. Oh, rewind. The president. Okay, the president. Okay, the president invites Harley Quinn for some weird, strange reason. I don't know how that happened, but he invites Harley Quinn to dinner, asks her out, asks her to marry him, all that. Unfortunately, he from the stuff of Birds of Prey and the from Birds of Prey movie, Harley Quinn promised she would anyone who shows any red flags. He says he wants to torture children, and that's unfortunately a red flag, and so she shoots him dead. Then she gets arrested to be tortured, yada yada yada, escapes, back to the present. Anyway, I'm just skipping over it. I'm trying to get this to not be like 30 minutes like Black Widow, but that one was a lot meatier of a movie. Anyway. They then plan they get the Thinker and Harley and then they start planning the invasion of Jotunheim, the tower where Project Starfish is. Now, there they get in. They successfully get in. And here's kind of where shit hits the fan. They do split up a bit, and here's where shit hits the fan. The Thinker reveals that America is in on Project Starfish, and that the reason why they were sent is to cover it up. Flag is like, no, we're not covering this up. We're telling the press. Peacemaker, being the royal douchebag that he is. Make no mistake, I love John Cena. He's great. I guess. I haven't heard bad things about John Cena except that his Twitter account is a bot, apparently. But that's like the worst thing I've heard about him, so that's why I said he's great. Anyway. Oh, and the "can't see me" meme. That's also nice too, I guess. Anyway, but Peacemaker, like the character in this movie, or at least this instance of it, he's a royal douchebag. Anyway. So he kills Flag, and tries to kill Ratcatcher. At the same time, up top, Harley Quinn, Polka Dot Man, and Bloodsport, they get ambushed by soldiers, and Polka Dot Man triggers the explosives, an explosive which triggers all of the explosives in the building prematurely. This causes Harley Quinn to fall, and she kind of saves herself. This causes all of them to like sort of fall, and this causes, so Harley Quinn uses the javelin to save herself, and Bloodsport falls, landing on his feet, and then the platform he falls on starts going down. It makes it to the first floor. There, him and Peacemaker shoot each other. Bloodsport's bullet goes through Peacemaker's bullet into his neck, saving Ratcatcher. Now, here's the meat and potatoes of the action. Starro versus the Suicide Squad. Obviously, after the tower is done and over, once it's going off to it's two phases, right? Phase one is Starro like possessing all of the people around the tower on the floor and going off into the city. Phase two doesn't start until the team, they're like, you know what, we're gonna go say it. So first Bloodsport, he's like, you heard the lady, and starts to walk off. And then he stops, he's like, oh fuck. And then turns around, Ratcatcher follows him, and then Harley Quinn's like, I know what I have this javelin for, and follows him. Polka Dot Man follows along. Anyway, now, Waller, being the royal, I don't have a word to describe her. The word that rhymes with witch would be a good word to use, but not accurate. She's like very heavily like by the book, follow orders type of person. Like the one that's like, I don't look. You do as I say. We do what it needs to be done. It's whatever, not like what is the good thing to do, what is the bad thing to do type of thing. She's not a very moral person. So the word that rhymes with witch, while I could use it, one, I am not about to say that in a video, at least not intentionally. If it slips out, it slips out. But two, it's also not really accurate. Like if I say it about a fictional character in a video game, that's one thing, but saying it about a fictional character in a movie, it's still the same thing. I just don't want to say it. Let's be real here. I just don't want to say it. It's not accurate, so I can't use it. It doesn't fit. She's just very rigid. She's a wall. Amanda Waller's nickname is literally the Wall. She's emotionally a wall. Wait, why am I trying to find a word for it? She's literally a wall emotionally. Anyway. One of her crew members whacks her upside the head and knocking her out, and then the rest of the crew, they're like, alright, here's the safe passage, boom, boom, boom. They help the team defeat Starro, which they do with the help of rat catchers, many rats, because rats outnumber them like 1,000 to 1 in Corto Maltese, apparently. I've actually never been to Corto Maltese. I don't know anything about the area. I don't even know if it actually exists. I'm going to say that right now. It looks like they outnumbered the population of humans 100 to 1, maybe 1,000 to 1. That is from the movie. I don't know anything about the country. Or even if it is a country. It could be a city for all I know. But anyway. I'm sure someone's going to tell me in the comment section what it is. Anyway, they save the day. Part of the fight is Bloodsport telling King Shark nom nom, essentially eat, pointing at Starro. Starro the Conqueror, which is interesting. You know, I like seeing Starro in live action. Usually, some of these villains don't work really well in live action, but this one was done really, really well. I like it. Anyway, so yeah, the fight ends, of course, with the Suicide Squad winning. Bloodsport, sends Waller, just a single scene from the, thing. From the drive saying, I've uploaded to a server. If you kill us, if my daughter goes to jail, etc., etc., it gets released. That the entire thing gets released and the world will know. And then he takes the earpiece and chucks it. Roll the credits. But wait, there is more. A post-credits scene at the very end of the credits. It seems Peacemaker is not dead. He's in the hospital on what seems to be life support, with two people being like, yeah, this is Waller's revenge for us knocking her out. I'm like, look, at least she didn't kill you. And it's like, what do you guys need this dude for? He's like, to save the fucking world. Okay. And that's the movie. Anyway, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was amazing overall. Let's give it a rating out of 10 really quick. It's a 9 out of 10. I would give the original Suicide Squad, the one that came out before, from a couple years ago, a 9.5. This one isn't as good, but it's still amazing. For me, I would say Margot Robbie is the best part of this movie. Well, Margot Robbie and Idris Elba. Bloodsport. So Harley Quinn and Bloodsport are literally the best parts of this movie. For me. I never heard of Bloodsport, but I like this character. He's pretty cool. But yeah. Anyway, if you guys have seen this movie, tell me what you guys thought of it down in the comment section down below. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time. And as always, stay bright. Wait, hold it. In Monday. New videos Monday. I think Legends or something like that. Whatever. The Monday we should be getting back to form with the TV episode reviews. Anyway, bye-bye.